Hey guys, Gamer 4K here. Welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be discussing what I'd love to see in Titanfall 2, set to release sometime this year or early next year. I'd like to see some more game modes personally. When Titanfall launched, there were 6. Attrition, which was like Team Deathmatch. Last Titan standing, you and your team fight the other team using only Titans and no respawn. Hardpoint, which was pretty much Conquest, capture points and hold them. The one with the most points at the win and wins the game. Capture the flag is pretty self-explanatory. Capture the enemy flag, win the game. Pilot Hunter, kill all of the enemy team pilots to reach the score limit. Pretty much a deathmatch type gameplay. And finally, Variety Pack, which was just a mix of all the modes together. The other thing I wanted to talk about was map variety. Titanfall had a fantastic map lineup at launch. There were in total 15 different maps. However, the one thing I didn't like about them is they all felt the same. They all played the same. I'd like to see some variety in map types, environments, things like that. Darker maps, lighter maps, different, snow, sand, different places in the world, places in the universe. Even if we did like a space map, I think that'd be really cool. Either battling on a ship or something along those lines. Just the possibilities are pretty much endless, and I'd like to see them kind of explore that a little bit more. Another thing that I felt was really just could have been improved on the first one is it might look like there's a lot going on, but in total each team only had 6 players. The others were grunts and just kind of more filler bad guys than actual players. I'd like to see them try and do maybe a 24-man, and when you start to think about it, with Titans and everything like that, 24 Titans on some of these maps, it really wouldn't work out. But if they did some type of thing where you could only have, let's say 12 Titans on a map at a time, there's still cooldown periods between them where your Titans are being built, that I think that could work, where you have a 3-minute cooldown after you get killed in your Titan, and that would kind of give somebody else the opportunity to launch their Titan and use it until yours is ready to go. Now, speaking of Titans, they did have 3 at launch. One was kind of a quick one, the other one was kind of a more strong, more hit point kind of Titan, and then finally there was the combination of both, where you still had your speed, but you also had your damage resistance. And I think that's great, but I'd like to see more variety. I'd like to see more customizations with your Titan. I want to be able to paint it. I want to be able to put emblems on it. I want to make it my Titan. Kind of like how you think about the old Warthogs and things like that from World War II, where if you were a pilot, you'd put emblems on it. You'd put your kill count on the side and paint it with a shark tattoo and all this kind of stuff. I want to do that to my Titan because I'm a pilot and that's what I want. I want to make it mine. I think they could also do with some type of better customizations for the weapons and the loadouts. You had your normal primary weapon, you had rocket kind of secondaries, and then you had your either was a smoke screen or a electric pulse or something like that to get any Titan riders off of your Titan, because you can jump on a Titan and start to ride it around the map shooting into it. You could press X, and if you're inside the Titan, it would launch this smoke cloud or a kind of electric pulse thing to kick the enemy rider off of your Titan. I'd like to see more customizations with that. More weapons, more variety, maybe even attachments for it, where one could be like a scan pulse, the other one could do more damage to infantry, things like that. And while we're talking about customizations, I'd like to be able to customize my pilot. I'd like to be able to maybe change my uniform or coloring or, something along those lines. Just really be able to customize my experience to me and what I want to be and what I want to do, more than just here are a couple options, select one of those, and that's that. Now, a few things that they did do really well. The movement system in this game was by far one of the best that I've ever used. The parkour and jumping, and it was a very fluid movement, jumping from one building to the next, riding on different, Titans around through the map, jumping from building to building, running down a wall. All of that was some of the best movement that I've ever had. And I've played the new Call of Duties and things like that, and even they don't really match Titanfall with their movement speeds, with their exosuits and everything like that. It was just very, very, very well done, and I hope that they continue that with Titanfall 2. At the time, the concept was very interesting. It was very new. It was a ton of fun, and I think that there's still that there. This is the first time that I played this game in probably a year and a half, and I just jumped right back into it, and I had a ton of fun. There's still some people playing it. Whenever I went to go into a match, there were around 450 people playing it, and when it's a 12-man map, there's a decent number of games still going on. So that kind of shows that it still is fun. It's never had the very, very large numbers after launch, but it's an enjoyable game. I had fun playing it. A lot of the people that I was playing with had fun playing with it. It's just fun. It's an interesting concept that I feel and can't wait personally until they bring it back. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you guys taking a look. Please leave a thumbs up if you liked this video, a thumbs down if you didn't, and leave a comment letting me know what else you'd like to see in the upcoming Titanfall 2.